Hello, my beautiful people, and welcome to TV Mall. I'm Antalmina Salapirdat, and we've got Chef Izal over here.
Hi.
And we have got the Bellissima 7 Grip, or the 7-piece pot set, as you can see over here, which is going, well, retails for 1,149 Rand, but at TV Mall it's going for 999 Rand. Now, you know that we're all about giving you healthy cooking solutions, and all you need to do to get your hands on this beautiful pot set that we have in studio today is just dial the number on your screen at 0861 000 173. Don't hesitate to engage with us on all our social media platforms at TV Mall SA on Twitter, TV Mall SA on Facebook, and TV Mall SA1 on Instagram. You can also place your order online on our website at tvmall.co.za. So, Izal, summer's around the corner. And at TV Mall, we're all about cooking and cooking healthy and using great appliances to promote that. So can you tell us about the Bellissima pot set that we have here?
Well, first things first, before viewers might think you can't count, the reason why this is a 7-piece is because you've got your 3 pots, and then you've got your beautiful 24-centimeter pan, which I'm currently using. So if you need to make use of a lid, the lid of the 24-centimeter pot is going to go perfectly on this baby. But for today, for today's recipe, we do not have to make use of it. But
what are we making today, Chef?
You know, you're asking me why healthy cooking, why this specific pot set, and it's because it is so non-stick, it's easy to clean, and at the end of the day, it is dishwasher safe. It is all
that's my favorite word.
Tops safe. Dishwasher safe.
Dishwasher safe is my favorite word because it means it's very easy for you to clean.
Then I have a big thing for you today, because you can start off by cooking something on the stove. Aesthetically, it's so beautiful. You can actually put it on the dining room table. And when you are done, you can actually just pop it into the dishwasher. But you can also pop it into the oven. So say, for instance, you were making that roast, and this pot would be perfect for a leg of lamb, a whole chicken with nice roast baby potatoes. At the end of the day, fry your onion like I'm going to be doing just now here on the stove, and then start by adding your chicken pieces, all your beautiful spice and everything else, and then pop it into the oven.
And then pop it in, so it's oven safe too. But Chef, before we get into all of that extra nice stuff, what are you making?
So today I'm going to make a tomato base, like a beef stir fry, and I've decided to use cube beef for that specifically. Now, a lot of people is on the paleo diets, all kinds of like keto diets. Then you get the people that is on the banting. So for that kind of stuff, I've left a little bit of fat on the meat for today. So we're going to start by frying our
just to give it a little bit more flavor, right?
Onions. And I must be honest with you, you'll see there's a little bit of oil in my pan, which was not needed, by the way, because this is completely non-stick. But I like making use of a bit of olive oil for anti-inflammatory reasons. So you can see our onion is starting to talk to us. It wants to be part of this conversation.
Smells good. It's a beautiful aroma here in studio. Our cameramen are already drooling. But before we get into all of that and the final product of the dish that we're making, I just want to go into the pot. So we have, this is a 16 centimeter over here. We've got the 18 centimeter, and then we've got the 24 centimeter, if I'm not mistaken. Now, what I really like about these pots is that they're aesthetically really pleasing. They're really beautifully designed. And I'm just going to take the 18 centimeter pot over here and show you the inside. So there's non-stick material incorporated on the inside of the pot to prevent food from sticking onto the pot. Now, the magic of this pot is the induction plate that we have at the bottom. Now, what the induction plate does is it distributes the heat evenly throughout your food, making sure that your food is evenly cooked throughout. So you don't have to worry about hot spots or cold spots, or your food losing its nutrients at all.
So you do know what the disadvantages of a pan is that does not distribute heat evenly, and this is exactly the reason why you should really invest in one of these sets. Is with the even distribution of heat, it means every single chop, lamb chop for that matter, or piece of meat that you're going to be frying is going to get the same love and attention as the piece right next to it.
Right next to it,
But what makes this set so phenomenal is it is for induction, but it's also for gas stoves, electric stoves, and like I said, obviously oven friendly, which means if you are up and coming, all ambitious, moving from your bachelor's flat up to your 2-bedroom, and then one day maybe buying even a house. First of all, these pots is going to last you through every single phase of your life.
It's going to last you a lifetime. And you know what, Isabel, I really like how you can actually cook an entire meal using this pot set. So you can make your sauce over here, you got your starch over here, and here you can make your casserole or your stew. So that's why it's a great investment for only 999 rand.
But just to get back to my beautiful story I was telling about being a student, the point is just people tend to buy pot sets every time they move because they never know what the stove is going to be in the next place they're going to move into. But this sort of is the solution to all of them, because at the end of the day, like I said, you might live in your bachelor's pad, it's electric. Then you might, you know, elevate in life, and all what's going to happen is now, all of a sudden you're cooking on gas. You're getting it on, baby. And then you get your own place and you want to invest in your own place, and that's where you get the induction stove. And still, nothing wrong with those pot sets. And by the way, red happens to be my favorite color. So this is definitely my pick at the end of the day.
As you can see, it's matching with our decoration today in studio over here. So as Chef Azal mentioned, it's aesthetically really, really beautiful. So you can actually take this from your gas stove, your electric stove, and place it onto your dining table, ready to eat, which means less dishes to wash, which I really, really like. But the fact that it's made of aluminium, right? I'm just going to pick this one up again. And I'm just going to give it a hard knock so you can see how strong it really is.
I thought we were playing knock knock.
A healthy meal is waiting for you in here. That's
knock,
who's
knock.
there.
A healthy meal.
So it's made of aluminium, which is really nice and strong. And also it's non-stick, die-cast aluminium rather. And it's non-stick as well as scratch resistant. So as you are actually just wiping it off, no scratches are going to be, but you're actually not even going to need a scrub to clean it, because the non-stick just makes it really easy for you to clean, and things
you must remember, if it is non-stick, it means by the time the pan's cool off, you can literally use kitchen towel to basically just
wipe
clean it
off.
But let's just have a look at the kind of utensils I'm making use of. It is always better to make use of the rubber ones. Reason for that is
to maintain.
Sometimes those guys just don't know their own strength. You know, the bicep muscle goes into the front arm muscle, and when they are stretching this pan, all of a sudden, next time you want to use it, there's a love heart in there. So always make use of rubber utensils. It is just a safety precaution to keep this last for longer.
Yeah, so you also want to, make sure that you expand the lifetime of this beautiful pot set that you're going to have. And we also mentioned that this is oven safe, so you can bake in these. Chef.
Yes.
So these handles are made of silicone,
That's correct.
Now, silicone is really, really good to have in the kitchen, as it's not something that is going to catch on heat. So when you put this in the oven, your handles will not be hot.
So that is the phenomenal thing about this, yes. Sometimes if it's aluminium handles, when you put it in the oven, that's when it starts heating up, and then you need to make use of all kinds of extra additional lappies like we've got here in the front to make sure your hands is not going to burn. But now it's not really needed.
So now with this pot set by Bellissima, and it is Bellissima. Bellissima means beautiful. Bellissima means
they got that spot on.
They got that spot on. And you can get this beautiful pot set in your homes just by dialing the number on your screen at 0861 000 173 and cook like a chef. Like Chef Azal and like a chef like myself.
Chef. Let's call it a lifestyle chef, because
a lifestyle chef.
When you're a lifestyle chef, you cook according to your lifestyle, which is hopefully healthier, I hope.
So you can cook like a lifestyle chef like Chef Azal, or like me, a starter chef in your kitchen. All you need to do is just dial the number on your screen at 0861 000 173. You can order this as a gift for a friend that's moved into a new home, your parents, or even for yourself if you've moved into a new apartment, or your mother-in-law. Mothers-in-law
if
just
you
like
really need to score those brownie points, this is sort of the ideal gift.
It is definitely the ideal gift, and it's going for 999
You can even
rand.
bake a pot brownie in the biggest one, I'm sure, if you pop it into the oven. So give it a set
Good
with the
idea.
brownie inside. I promise you're going to score those brownie points, all right?
Only for 999 Rand, you're getting the 7-piece pot set by Bellissima. It's an easy grip, beautifully designed, aesthetically pleasing. As you can see, we've got the red that's giving it a beautiful contrast, and it matches with our setting today, just looking absolutely beautiful. Now the silicone handles over here is really, it's not going to catch on heat, so it's heat resistant. You can put this into the oven.
That's
it's oven safe, but do ensure that you use also utensils that are going to be user friendly on these pots in order to preserve the longevity of these beautiful pots that you are getting by Bellissima. Now, as you can see, we've got our chef over here cooking some cherry tomatoes, and nothing is sticking onto the pot.
Yes, so that's actually the reason why I removed the meat. So we browned the onion and the meat with no seasoning on, and we actually removed it from the pan because we, lifestyle cooking, you don't want to make use of unnecessary sauces and stuff. So the tomatoes, we're really going to make use as the base for the sauce.
Okay.
So it needs to cook soft all by its own. Now you also don't want to overcook your meat.
Yeah.
And that's why I've taken it out of the pan.
But you know what I really like is that even when you're cooking, the vegetables or the tomatoes in this instance, it's not losing its color. It still looks very beautiful, and also it's not sticking onto the screen, which means this is healthy cooking at its best because you're not utilizing a lot of oil. Now, a lot of the times, the reason why we use a lot of oil in our pots is to prevent, with ordinary pots, because this is not an ordinary pot, it's to prevent the food from sticking to the bottom of the pot. But because the Bellissima pot has a non-stick coating, it's going to prevent that from happening. So that means you only need like a little teaspoon of oil or olive oil if you'd like to use.
But you know what, when I removed the meat from the pan and I added the tomato, I didn't add some more olive oil.
Yeah.
And it's still
You did,
absolutely non-stick. And that's the
Look at
beauty
that.
of it.
I don't know if our cameras can just get that so that we can show our viewers at home how non-stick this pot is.
How
over
beautiful.
There. How
and
beautiful is
I
that?
just love the contrast with these rosa tomatoes. Now, just a quick thing on rosa tomatoes. Now, when I make a tomato sauce, I never make use of cherry tomatoes because I find them too sour, which means...
So I got it wrong. What's it called?
These are rosa tomatoes.
Rosa tomatoes.
Yes,
See, I learned something new today.
They sort of look like a little egg, So they're a lot sweeter. They also release a lot of moisture, which makes them ideal for a sauce. Where I find the cherry tomatoes are too sour, which means to really have a perfect sauce, you're going to have to add a lot more honey. And I only make use of raw honey in all my recipes to sweeten that up. But then a lot of people's always asking, but why not the big normal tomato? Because, I find that it's got a lot of moisture, but not that much of an intense tomato taste. So again, you're going to have to add a lot of extra spices and everything to it.
To give it
to really enhance the beautiful flavors. But I'm going to ask you to pass me the lid on the biggest pot.
All right.
So we can sort of put it over here, just so this can steam instantly soft. And I must say, I love the fact that it's a glass lid, because I'm one of those curious people in the kitchen. I always want to have a look on what's on the inside.
Cooking inside.
What's cooking, right? So tonight we have a beautiful...
But before I pass this on to you, Izal, I just want to show that we also have a little valve over here.
Yes.
Now, this valve basically releases the air from within the pot. So I like to say that your pot is not doing the salsa. Your lid is not doing the salsa on the pot, because usually the lid on the pot usually dances around when there's no valve. So this releases.
What the kitchen salsa is? Well, see, never too old to learn something. I mean,
See,
today I've
we
learned
both
what
learned
the salsa
something
in
new
the
today.
kitchen is today.
We both learned something new today. So here's your lid over here.
With no salsa.
With no salsa.
No just salsa. Put the no salsa lid on the pot for me, please.
All right. And look at that. It fits perfectly fine.
Perfectly, yes. And I must say, a lid is one of those annoying things in that big drawer in your kitchen where you always put your extra pots. Yeah. Because what happens is, once you open that drawer, the lids are just always everywhere. So if you can have one less lid to worry about, isn't that just the perfect solution?
And the fact that it fits perfectly fine on the pan.
Yes.
That I'm sold. And I hope you are sold too. If you are, all you need to do is just dial the number on your screen at 0861000173 and cook like a lifestyle chef or a beginner chef, like I say, like myself, with the Bellissima 7-piece Easy Grip pot set that we have in studio today. Beautiful color, aesthetically pleasing, and the features are remarkable. All you need to do is just dial the number on your screen at 0861000173. Just look at that on your screens over there. I like how the red just pops out. So that's the casserole pot with the silicone, the tempered glass lid, so you can see what's cooking inside over there. And then we've got the silicone handles and the lid, and that is in the size, the 16 centimeter. And then we've got the saucepan, which is a 24 centimeter. So you can cook your stews in there. Really, really nice. And what's beautiful about the pan, the saucepan, is that the lid from the 24 centimeter fits onto the pan as well. And then we've got the vent over there that I was talking about, and a nice, comfortable handle. Chef, can we talk about the handle?
Yes. So the ideal thing is, just remember, these pots in the oven goes up to 180 degrees.
Yeah.
So if you're really out there to scorch your meat to look like it is a piece of charcoal, then maybe not use these pots, because first of all, you're going to struggle to clean them afterwards, because everything is going to burn charcoal on the inside.
On the inside, and that's
so stick to your 180 degrees, and I do think you've got it covered.
You do indeed. But as I was talking about the lid. As you can see, it's a nice, easy grip lid. Nice and firm hold. And you know, Chef is lifting up her lid with no hesitation whatsoever. She's not burning her hand whatsoever, because with a lot of ordinary pot sets, the lid usually the heat is transmitted onto the lid, which makes it very hard for you to open, and you burn yourself while you're lifting that lid.
So now we've got our soft tomatoes. I'm going to add a little bit of water here, because ideally we are trying to get a sauce. Always make use of hot water if possible. Okay. Otherwise you might lose a bit of momentum or the tempo of the cooking. You know, everything cooking. But for today I've decided not to, you know, have it too hot, so that we can go through the texture and all of the added ingredients that I'm going to be adding here before it starts boiling up a storm again. So I'm just going to put the lid down there for a second, and now is the time we're going to be adding the meat and the fried red salad onion back into the sauce.
Now, Chef, can you just tell our viewers what you're cooking in the kitchen today?
So we are making a tomato based, like a beef stew almost, and I like making use of the cubed beef for this. Now, I don't make use of anything with preservatives or unnatural additives to it. No extra color except for the natural goodness that is in all my raw ingredients. And you will also see that the salad, the onions that I've made use of are these beautiful purple ones. Now, they're called red salad onions. I find them a lot sweeter, naturally sweeter than your normal Savannah onion. So already it adds a beautiful aroma to any dish. And also, did you know that onion is a natural antibiotic? So that is even more reason to always add it to any warm or savory dish.
So that's an interesting fact over there. So an onion is an antibiotic?
It is a natural antibiotic.
Natural antibiotic as well. So we're all about promoting healthy cooking and a healthy lifestyle. And why not start your healthy lifestyle with us at TV Mall with the Bellissima 7-piece pot set, the Easy Grip pot set that we have in studio over here that promotes health. You don't need a lot of oil to cook over here. And also, while you're cooking, all the vegetables, all the nutrients will be preserved. Nothing will be, well, because we have the induction material at the bottom over here, as I'm showing you guys, nothing will be overcooked or undercooked. Everything will be cooked to perfection, evenly. And as you can see, our chef is just making it an amazing dish using the saucepan. I'm so excited to see the final results. We will be putting this recipe on our social media pages. So if you are wanting to try this, all you need to do is visit our social media pages. But purchase the Bellissima 7-piece Easy Grip pot set from us and try this recipe. I mean, it just smells really beautiful in the kitchen. The smell is just amazing in the kitchen over here. So as I was showing you guys, this is the induction material at the bottom, which will help distribute the heat evenly throughout your food, ensuring that everything is cooked to perfection. Nothing is overcooked, nothing is undercooked, everything is just tasting perfect. All the nutrients is restored, all the flavors restored in your chicken or the meats that you're cooking. So, you know, it's really, really a great value. For only 999 Rand, you're getting the best of the best. Now, these pots are usually valued at 1,149 Rand, but at TV Mall, you're getting them for 999 Rand, which means you're saving 150 Rand. Now, delivery is not included, but you can call in and get your quotes on these pots. You can also place your order online with us on our website at tvmall.co.za. Also, don't hesitate to engage with us on all our social media platforms at TV Mall SA on Twitter, TV Mall SA on Facebook, and TV Mall SA1 on Instagram. Now, if you've already purchased this beautiful Bellissima pot set from us, all you need to do is just upload a video or even a photo of you preparing a meal for yourself or or your loved ones, guests, whoever, your mother-in-law. I always like using your mother-in-law as a reference.
Yes, I know, right, but I have bad news for you. Because next time you're cooking for your mother-in-law and you think you're going to blame the pot if your food is not correct, I'm so sorry. But if you're using this set, it's always going to be cooked to perfection. So there is no backup to blame the pot should anything go wrong.
Nothing like that. You are safe with the Bellissima pot set.
Yes.
And all you need to do is just dial the number on your screen. You know, take a photo of yourself cooking this meal for you, cooking a meal rather, using our pot set, and tag us at TV More Laissez on Twitter and use the hashtag Inspire. Enjoy. After all, we are all about giving you phenomenal products that are cooking solutions for you. So start your healthy lifestyle with us at TV More with the Bellissima 7-piece Easy Grip pot set. Chef, that is looking absolutely amazing.
I know, right?
And it's smelling divine.
This can be served with obviously your baked sweet potato. You can do it with mash. I always suggest to people, you know, if you have the option between your potato and your sweet potato, always go for your sweet potato because it's a low GI, where your normal potato is always then higher GI.
Yeah.
So if you want to have this for dinner, ideally serve it then with sweet potato, but also because sweet potato tastes so much better.
It does, doesn't it? Sweet potato is just the best. And this looks absolutely amazing. We will be posting this recipe on all our social media platforms so that you can also just try this when you have purchased the Bellissima pot set from us by dialing the number on your screen at 0861 000 173. You are cooking an entire meal with this pot set. As you can see, we've got a 16 centimeter pot where you can cook your sauces. We've got an 18 centimeter pot where you can cook your starch, which is your rice. It could be also your spaghetti. And then we've got the 20 centimeter pot over here where you can make your casserole. And we've got the saucepan over here where you can also make your casseroles.
You know, I always say to people, if it's easy to remember, you know, pot sizes, because I mean, viewers at home, maybe newbies might be thinking, what size pot is she talking about? Now, easy explained, like the smallest pot is ideal for, you know, cook for one, maybe sauce for two, or if you fill it up to the top, it might be dinner and then lunch the next day. The middle one is like cook for you and your partner and maybe lunch for the next day for the both of you. And then last one, that will be ideally a family size, anything between 4 to 6 people. So that gives people a better indication of just, you know,
the sizes of the pot set.
Size-wise, it's because I always say, you know, if my mom sends my dad to the grocery store, you know,
I want
he's
that
always
16
like,
centimeter pot.
where and
He's
how,
not
and
gonna
I'm
know where to
buying
start.
it, you know. So if you say, Dad, the biggest one, you know, like the one for family meals, I'm sure he's going to know exactly which one to go for. And obviously it's a bonus that you get the saucepan with this pot set. And that's why it is a 7-piece pot set. So multifunctional, so versatile, aesthetically so appealing. Like I said, you know, it does save you the time cooking. The fact that it is induction, obviously with the even heat distribution, is going to ensure that your cooking and your final product is so much better. And then obviously the fact that it is induction, but it can be used on all kinds of stoves. That isn't, you know, obviously.
So your gas stove, your electric stove, this is suitable for. And you mentioned something very important over there. So because it's got the induction material at the bottom, which is this over here, it cooks immediately. So long gone are those days where you have to sit around by the pot or the stove rather, and wait for your food to cook. So because you have the induction material at the bottom over here, the heat is distributed evenly throughout your food, ensuring that everything is cooked to perfection. So no cold spots, no hot spots anymore. Just healthy eating with, you know, all that flavor restored into your food, no nutrients lost, nothing like that. And also, can I just talk to you about the cleaning process?
Oh yes. So if you a lady like me and both her and we do like the whole manicure thing and not chipping nails in the kitchen, this is definitely the set for you because it is dishwasher safe.
It's dishwasher safe. It's got the non-stick coating which makes it easy for you to clean. It's got the non-scratch coating also, so no more scrubbing. So if you like to cook pub, you don't have to scrub it off anymore. You can just wipe it off, pop it in the dishwasher, and you are done. Now, Chef, I'm just going to look for a plate so that you can dish that out, so that we can show our viewers at home the non-stick material that is in the pot over there. But it's looking absolutely nice and it's smelling lovely.
So basically what you can see here, it is mostly done. What I'm going to do is, for the last few seconds, I'm actually going to put the lid on. And I've actually surprised for you because I've got a small little bowl here, so that you don't dish up too much, because portion control is also quite a big thing when it comes to healthy eating, of course. So I'm going to place the lid on just for a minute or two, because at the end of the day, I do like the natural thickening of the sauce to take place, because I don't add any cornstarch or anything for that matter to finish off this beautiful dish. Now, just quickly for viewers at home, there is some salt and ground black pepper in this. We've made use of beautiful fresh parsley and paprika. Natural anti-inflammatory, one of my absolute favorites. It goes well with absolutely any form of protein. And if you want to get this recipe, be sure to have a look out on our Instagram and social media platforms. Well, Instagram is obviously one of those platforms for this recipe later, because we do love to share it with you and give us some feedback. Tell us, you know, this recipe is not working for me, because then my first question I'm going to ask is, are you cooking with Bellissima?
No, but this recipe will definitely work for you, because it looks amazing, it smells divine, and it's better cooked while you're using the Bellissima pot set, right? Well, as I previously mentioned, saves you time, saves you money, saves you electricity, and it's aesthetically beautiful, and it's also oven safe. Now, is that not magical? That is absolutely beautiful to have in your kitchen for the price of 999 rand. You're getting all of those features with the Bellissima pot set. Now, chef, look at that. That is
look at that.
That looks amazing.
And parsley, why parsley? Because it's a natural anti-inflammatory. So I'm really feeding you health here this evening. You just must be aware of that.
Thank you, chef.
Which means you can go back for that extra.
So for you at home, you're cooking a healthy meal with the Bellissima pot set. So this is the Bellissima 7-piece Easy Grip pot set over here, and we have made can I call it a beef stew?
You can call it a beef stew.
And we've just made a beef stew. And Chef Azal, thank you so much. Has done the pleasure of dishing up for me. As I've mentioned, if you are a lifestyle chef like our very own Chef Azal, or a beginner chef like myself, this is ideal. This is ideal for you. Just dial the number on your screen. Until next time, goodbye.
Bye.